you know, a temporary thing. And I've actually been watching that cutscene recently. A couple months back, before the new year, I ended up seeing. I think it was before. Yeah, it was before New Year. I ended up seeing the cutscene where artists came in here, and Christ, that's the bell from it. Don't know why this popped up. I swore this was a bit of a bigger place. The cutscene made it look a lot longer, you know? And this room was meant to be a lot bigger. Maybe I guess they just downscaled it for the zone, but that is disappointing to me because, you know, if a place is a certain size, I want to see it a certain size, you know? But that's because I'm a stubborn nitpicker. You look like a real go-getter, Warlock. How about a little work? We work out a little win-win scenario.
I got what you need.
Get different stuff here. What? This is new. Sturdy Love Fool. Summon a Sturdy Love Fool as a target location. And the punching bag acts as a target dummy while it persists. Love Boat. Wasn't there the show called that? Love Boat? I remember Tavern Cast did a parody of that, and when my aunt put on the real one, I was like, why is this a parody of the Tavern Cast thing? She had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. I think she was actually annoyed over that. Ancient heirloom scabbard powers up an heirloom weapon to 90. This powers it up to 100, but only works on heirlooms that scale up to 90. Meaning, to get this, you have to spend 650. Then to get this, you have to spend over 1,000. 1,100. Christ. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff here. These all provide different buffs and whatnot. So,
hey, how you doing?
Did you know about our Charitable Charms program? Official Crown event mascots like myself authorized to distribute lovely charm collector's kits. You can then use the lovely charms you gather to create lovely charm bracelets for your friends and loved ones. Turn them into lovely merchants for love tokens. Oh, that's new. For one popular activity is making bracelets for your favorite leaders to let them know they're appreciated and adored.
Glad I could help.
Did you want to make a bracelet, a lovely charm bracelet for the Banshee Queen? I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Do you already have a lovely charm collector's kit? Lovely Undercity card from the Banshee Queen, Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, and 5 love tokens. I'll take that. Junior Detective. Something's not right about this Crown Chemical Company. Seamoodle's got eyes on him. We can use a few more. Head to Ogremar if you're interested. Interested in helping us out. Detective Snap Snagglebolt is heading up the investigation there. Use all the help we can get.
Be good.
You know what? I might just do that quest. Here lies King Tenaris Menetal the Second. Here lies King Tenaris Menetal. I can't say it. The Second, last true king of Lordaeron. Great were his deeds, long was his reign, unthinkable was his death. May the father lie blameless for the deeds of his son. May the bloodied crown stay lost and forgotten. Was the crown actually lost? Wonder where it is. And to be honest, the crown kind of made me think of, the Skeleton King's one. I don't think it really looked like it, but, medieval king that gets fucked up is, is a joining trait, 5 monsters over here. I'm getting used to the layout of this place. So now, when I kill enemies that are like worth XP or honor, I'll get lovely charms. And I'll when I collect 10, I can put together a bracelet. Wish I'd gotten it earlier, but that's fine. I've got just under 2 weeks to work on this, so I've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. So, on the way back, let's read about a thing here. Rachel Chasm extends. I think I read about this one before. I'll do it again. Rachel Chasm extends deep below the city of Orgrimmar. Barbaric trogs and devious searing blade cultists once plagued the volcanic caves, but now a new threat has emerged: Dark Shaman. Although War Chief Grosh Hellscream recently called on a number of shaman to use the elements as weapons against the Alliance, the chasm's current inhabitants appear to be renegades. Reports have surfaced that these shadowy figures are massing a blistering army to wreak havoc if unleashed upon Orgrimmar. Avadrog. Ragefar Chasm's trog population has rapidly declined in recent months for one reason: Avadrog. This ravenous flamehound was among the first of his kind ripped from the Firelands by a Dark Shaman. Avadrog's handlers feed the unruly beast over twice his weight in trog flesh per day to keep him appeased. And here's the Dark Shaman, Corantal. Corantal always believed that brute force is the only way to control Azeroth's elementals. His extreme views led him to join the ranks of the sinister Twilight's Hammer. When the cold fell, the orc and other like-minded shaman secretly infiltrated Ragefar Chasm to continue practicing the dark arts. Unlike other lava worms enslaved by the Dark Shaman, Sagmaw has proven to be nearly impossible to control. The beast lives to dig through the depths of the earth and cares nothing for the consequences of its actions or the damage it causes to anyone who stands in its way. Seen plenty of this model. And here's a Lava Guard Gordot. They were originally turned up in Burning Crusade. Fell orcs. Well, a type of fell orc. These hulking abominations infused with... Actually, no, wait. Maybe they were originally turned up in Classic, but they were trolls. They end up coming up with an orc variety in Burning Crusade, and they were tied in with the Fell Orcs. But they've turned, these Fell Orc ones have turned up in Cataclysm. We've seen them during Colgrot's Let's Play, and you'll see them elsewhere. I remembered an example and I just completely here. They've turned up right here. But there's never an explanation for why they're a Fell Orc, you know? Hubris drove the brilliant Shaman Gordot to act as a living conduit for the energies pulled from the Firelands. He and his allies had hoped to mimic the creation of Fire Ascendants into Twilight Hammer's cult. Instead, the explosive influx of power drove Gordot insane and mutated his body into a hideous form. Okay, there's an explanation for why he looks like that. It just, no, most of the time there isn't. Most of the time there isn't. So, at least that's something. Heart Boiler Staff. Huh. It's better than what I have, except for the lack of crit. My foot's gonna sleep. It's got... Let me try and put it in my boot. Oy. That actually is quite painful. It's just jabbing me. Hans Zanadin, Craig Hewitt, Jason Umois. I don't know, it's French. Also, this is this shed, you know, the horse from Westfall used to be in. This is the barn. You can find it if you go to Old Hillsbrad. It's like old Nelly in Westfall. It's called Young Nelly when you find an Old Hillsbrad. Okay, since I'm done over Tarren Mill, let us head south to just over here. I have a feeling whoever set that boat out for fishing probably ain't coming back, given what's happened here. Snapjaw? Oh, okay, it's just a turtle. I know there's a rare turtle along the waters there, but wouldn't know where. Alright. We'll gather up the quests here, and then I'll wrap up. Trogtar and Drool.
I am forsaken.
But the fact that he is a psychologist well, psychosopher. He's clearly dabbling in psychology here, and he's called Niles. I honestly can't help but think of Niles Crane from Frasier. Actually, remember that Simpsons episode where you see Sideshow Bob's brother for the first time, Cecil? It's honestly a love letter to Frasier. That episode, it's beautiful. That imbecile finally sent help, did he? These two orcs are a lost cause. They're stricken with something I have termed Durnhold syndrome. They were both locked up for so long that they grew an affinity for their captors. Now they sit upon my couch with their big iron balls and cry. Hopefully, you'll prove to be more useful. So Stockholm syndrome, but it's called Durnholm because that's where the orcs were originally. Well, that was where one of the internment camps were, or at least the leader of one of the internment camps. Of some of the internment camps. Actually, I'm not sure how many internment camps he was the leader of. There used to be an internment camp over here, but that's since removed. Durnhold is just over here. The guy who was once in charge of it was the previous owner. Was the once owner of Troll. Troll was a slave/gladiator. This guy also ran the internment camps in the area. I don't know how many he ended up controlling in total, but he was the boss of them. It's been 6 weeks since your release. Are you ready to have the shackles removed? 6 weeks? I spent 6 years in Durnhold. Can't possibly expect me to throw aside something that has been a part of my life for so long. I'm with Rule, Doc. Laverne and I are happy together. Why try and separate us? My official diagnosis is that you're both idiots. Idiots, I say.
That better be good.
It's a missed opportunity. I wish they had actually named the balls you could hover over them. Owl beasts, soulless, feathered monstrosities, sent from the darkest depths of the twisting nether to prey upon the weak. Niles points to the woods surrounding the East Point Tower. They surround us on all sides, and they are planning an attack. I can sense it. You must stop them before they can organize. I want you to head into the forest and kill every owl beast that you see. None should survive. Captain Jekyll. So, should I hide? Also, here's a guy called Cobbles. Even Banlip. Darren Longfellow. Patricia Isley. Haunting in Hillsbrad. What brings you to East Point Tower is what he said a moment ago. Wild Griffin. The battle for Dark was the bloodiest of all the Hillsbrad battles. The dwarves, outnumbered 10 to 1, fought until the bitter end. Every last one of them died in defense of that piece of land. Now I hear claims that the place is haunted. Nobody wants to go near it. Unfortunately, I've orders to prepare Dundurk for every habitation. You should do me a favour and go to Dungarroch. I keep saying it wrong. Dungarroch, and search for evidence of a haunting. It's to the southeast. The Dunhold Challenge. Zephus. Dunhold Keep has always been a place of strife. For years, humans used it as an internment camp and prison for the orcs. After that, it was taken over by the Syndicate. Now, the Dark Lady captured and placed powerful elementals within its walls. She charged me with administering the Durnhold Challenge. Any that can defeat all the elementals will receive a grand prize. Take this guide and face your first challenge. Zephus. Durnhold is located just northeast of us. Zephus, minion of Valkyr. Who is the Lord of the Air Elementals as of Kata. He was like one of the opening raid bosses. Like he was the opening raid guy. Like, the entry tier raids, He was the final boss of one of them. So he's dead, and you're trying to get Thunder, the guy from Thunder Fury, the sword. You're trying to res him as a shaman to be made the Air Elemental Chief. That's as part of your shaman quests.
Watch your back.
It's up to you. I am going to call quits here. I've recorded for far too long. Far too long. I most sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and actually if I head over...
I haven't got all day.
there's the innkeeper, there's a stable master, and this is the inn. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this set, and I'll be back soon to record more. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. If you have any advice, commentary, if there's anything I've said that you want to comment on, suggest game suggestions, anything and all, please let me know in the comments below. Do keep in mind that I do have a lot going on right now, so if you do give me a game suggestion, I will add it to the list, and I will try and get around to it as soon as I can. But I do have a fair few things that I need to get to. Plus, I still have 2 games suggested to me already that I've yet to get to by Anonymous, and they will take priority on suggested games, because I've had the poor bastard waiting for long enough. So, yeah. So, for those curious, just double check one of the names. One of them is Erdor, E-A-D-O-R, Genesis. I want to get on to that. I'll be getting onto that one soon. Let's go to this. Let's go down to T. So let's just search T. Actually, that really doesn't narrow them down much. And it wasn't even a T one. It's called Perimeter. I thought it was a Trespass or something, but no, it's called Perimeter. Perimeter and Perimeter Emperor's Testament. I'll be doing those at some stage. And actually, last I heard, Anonymous was actually doing a translation for it. Apparently, the people who had done the translation for Perimeter, it was actually like a Eastern European game, and like done in Russian or an Eastern European language. The people who translated to English didn't really do a great job. According to him, they changed a lot of people's motivations, and they didn't do a good job in translating. I can't remember the exact thing, but yeah, they changed motivations. They left out details or whatever. They didn't do a good job. So he's translating the game, or so much. Well, so like the different conversations, he's doing them out. So be reading those at some stage. So yeah, I don't know when I'll be getting on to Erdor first, then I'll be doing Perimeter. But I need to get on to Erdor first, and I'm not sure when I'll be doing that. I have a lot going on. I still have more time to finish. I have a lot of WoW to do. I have StarCraft to do, both custom maps, and I'll be doing the war chest soon. By the time this comes out, the war chest will be done with, but I'll be doing some multiplayer maps of StarCraft. Well, just the normal versus stuff, maybe some co-op stuff. So I've got that to go do. I know I've got other stuff to do, but I've got some DDO to record. I've got some indie games to work on. I've got Warcraft 3 to work on. I've got a few other different stuff, and I want to get back to Darknet. It's only been a year since I played it, and I meant to get back to it so much sooner. I last played Darknet when Durkar was in the Barrens. I remember him being in Ratchet at the time. So anyway, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, suggest, what have you, please let me know in the comment section below. But until then, I must love you and leave you. Love and peace, baby. No. That's it, yes. Sorry for a moment. I completely botched it. Except I did. Love and peace, baby.